Alright guys, we're getting the boat set up. We got Pineapplekidz, Cannon Allen, Pineapplekidz friend Jay. And we're gonna go grab some bugs. And he got a party to support, so we're gonna try and grab as many as we can.
Go!
Let's get it. Alright guys, so right off the bat, Cannon found a good sized lobster, but it was a female, and he was kind of explaining to me how you can tell if it's a female or a male. And basically it's by the back legs and the swimmerettes. They look slightly different from a male. That one actually had eggs, so that's a dead giveaway that it's a female for sure. But sometimes the females don't have eggs and we want to let the females go, so we just kind of check the swimmerettes and the back legs, see if it's a female. This one was the first male that we found. Cannon found it again. Cannon was on fire with the lobster, but yeah, so that one is a male and it was a good size one too, so we put that one in the bag. Alright guys, so this is actually the first lobster that I grabbed in the night. So I take my drop, we've seen it wedged in between those coral heads. So I just dropped down, pressed it down hard into the reef, as hard as you can, because otherwise it's gonna get out of your hands. But yeah, that one was also a female, so I just double checked with Pineapplekidz. You can see him telling me it's a no-go, so I just let that one swim away. On this one, Cannon actually missed a lobster. He tried to grab it and it slipped out from under his hand. So I just dropped down for the backup. Just grabbed it as hard as I could and then turned him over. That one was a female, I think. This one, I was getting a little bit better as the night went on at spotting the lobster myself. As you can see, we spread out a little bit more, but that one had eggs, so I let him go. We were finding a lot of females and not too many males, which was not good because we needed to contribute to a party for Pineapplekidz. But here's another one underneath this coral head. You saw them flashing the light at it, telling me where it is. Pressed down on him, yanked it out of that hole that it was in, but had eggs, so we know it's a female. Here's the huge 7-Eleven crab that I found. I was just swimming around by myself because I lagged a little bit behind the other two guys. And yeah, I had to drop my light to grab it because there was no one else around me and I wanted to use both of my hands. But yeah, I just reached behind, grabbed its back legs. There's a little gap between the middle legs and then the very back legs. And I grabbed that, and as you can see, he has that massive right hand claw. But yeah, that was super sick. I accidentally dropped it while I was trying to put it in the bag, so I just dropped down and grabbed them again. This one gives a little bit better representation of what I did the first time, because you couldn't see. But on this one, Pineapplekidz actually, he missed a lobster while we were both on the bottom looking, and he missed one, and it actually swam straight over to me, and so I just grabbed it. This is another one that slipped out of Cannon's gloves. You can see it shoot off in the opposite direction. Cannon tries to chase it because he still got air left. He chases it, and then it kind of stops, so he tries to grab it again, but he ran out of air, so I just dropped down for the backup. Boom, grabbed him. And this one was a male, so we got to keep that one. We were crossing over deeper water to get to the boat, and Cannon spotted a massive lobster. This is one of the biggest ones of the night. But yeah, that guy was huge. We actually caught some bigger ones too, and Cannon found those as well, also in the deeper water. Yeah, those ones were giant compared to the ones that we were finding in the shallows. But yeah, so sick lobster dive. Here's the haul. So as you can see, I didn't get every single lobster on camera, but we got some good size ones on there, and perfect eating size ones as well. And then there's my crab. I was pretty stoked about the crab. I know that's going to taste mean. But yeah, there's that one right there. That one's huge. There's the other one at the end of the cooler that was also pretty huge. All Alright guys, I'm filming this after I actually went diving, but after that lobster dive the following morning, we actually got out of the water at like 3 in the morning already, but so we woke up really late, but I just texted Canon as early as I could, and I asked him if he wanted to go hit up a shore dive real quick before I had to fly back to Oahu, and he was down, so here's how that went. Alright guys, so this was like my second drop of the day once we got out to the zone. I just took a drop. There was nothing really around. I just wanted to see if I could call something in. So I dropped down next to this boulder. Just real quiet. I kind of looked underneath that rock just because I was just curious. Saw all the Minpachi. But yeah, on the bottom I just started dusting, grunting, trying to just call something in, see if anything is around. And just looking around that boulder, trying to see if anything will come close, come check me out. And I turn and boom, there's a good size omilu right there, perfect eating size. So I just line up my gun, pop it right behind the head. A solid shot and a solid omilu. And it was super early in the dive too, so pretty stoked about that. Alright guys, so pretty soon after I shot that omilu, Canon actually dropped down and he shot a good sized Moana Kali. And then on the way in, we only had like a hour half, maybe 2 hours to dive. So we were already heading in after those couple fish and a few more drops. But this is like my last drop of the day. I was going down, maybe shoot an uhu or something like that. But on my way down, I seen that knife jaw peek his head out of that rock. So I lined up on him instead. Boom. Popped him. I really like knife jaw, and my dad does too. The texture and flavor of their meat is super good, and it's always really clean and white meat, so I'd rather take that one over an uhu or something. Alright guys, here's the haul for the weekend. So I only got 2 of the lobsters. I only took 2 of them because we were getting for a party, so most of the lobster went to the party. This is just for me and my family to eat. And then I got my big 7-Eleven crab, that massive claw right there. Got the good sized knife jaw from the dive, and then the good size omilu, also from the dive. So yeah, solid haul, super fun weekend. Yeah, we're just gonna get these guys filleted, cleaned up, and we're just gonna cook them up.
you on my timeline.
So for the lobster and the big 7-Eleven crab that we got here in the cooler, we're gonna be doing a New England variation of a crab boil, but with lobster as well. So right now we got some hot oil going in the pot, and we got a ton of ingredients over here. We got some onions and garlic and some other things that we're going to be putting all together, and hopefully it tastes mean. So we're gonna get started with the onions and garlic and some ginger in there as well. And we're just gonna saute that. So let's see if I can do this without burning myself. Alright, perfect. So we're gonna saute this, and then once it's done cooking, we're gonna start adding all the other stuff. Alright guys, so the vegetables, the onions, garlic, and ginger, they're pretty much done. So we got some other ingredients here that we're gonna throw in. This is the liquid component. So we got water, some reduced wine, and then we got this barbecue sauce, sha cha. It's an Asian barbecue sauce in there, and then some melted butter over there. So we're just gonna add them in one by one. And once that starts to boil, we're gonna move on to the next one. Alright, so we got our pot. It's boiling. Alright, it's boiling. And so we're gonna get our potatoes now and corn. And then we also have these lemons that my auntie from Kauai gave us. So we're just gonna add these ones in. So we got all the ingredients boiling in the pot, and now all that's left to do is put in the crab and the lobster. So we're gonna start off with the small lobster, sorry, just so that I can try and fit the crab and the lobster in at the same time so we can get this cooked faster. Lobster in, the crab. Let's see if we can fit it. So the way this works is now all the ingredients are underneath boiling, and then the crab and the lobster are gonna steam together. Oh, I got it. Oh, that's so good.
That'll make it.
Alright guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Shout out to Pineapplekidz and Kannon Allen. I had a blast with you guys. That was super fun lobster dive, and thanks Kannon for taking me out the next morning to go shoot some fish. But yeah, it was super awesome. I hope I get to do it again sometime. Hope maybe I can fly over to Kauai again and dive with Kannon guys again. But you know, I got a lot of stuff this time, and the lobster and the crab came out amazing, and I managed to shoot some nice fish as well. So I'm super stoked. But Yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Remember, if you like the video, subscribe, hit that like button, and be sure to check out Pineapplekidz and Kannon Allen's channel down in the description below. I'll leave that linked. But yeah, other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. I'll see you in the next video. Shoots, everybody.